Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got an excellent show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, as you guys know, the Lakers have been playing excellent basketball over the last few weeks now. They've won 7 games in a row as things currently stand in the Western Conference. They are the number 2 seed in the West behind the Thunder and right next to the Denver Nuggets, who have won 1 game in a row. So the win-loss column is only separated by 1 loss, right? The Lakers have 21 to the Nuggets 22. And in this stretch, people are beginning to take notice of JJ Redick, who's been doing a great job with the Lakers, even though I don't support JJ Redick and I don't support LeBron James. I think what I've noticed is that some people have been asking me, hey man, why don't you make some content about the Lakers winning? Why don't you make some content about the Lakers winning? Huh? Why don't you make some videos about it? Why don't you say something about it? And I'm like, I thought I've made my opinion clear already. I don't support this Lakers team. I thought I made this opinion clear. Like, what people are like, no, you got to be balanced. Nah, I'm not gonna fake it. I don't rock with these dudes. I don't rock with them, so don't be expecting nothing from me. The same way y'all don't rock with me and y'all don't rock with some of the other stuff I support, I don't rock with you dudes. What's so hard to understand about this? Don't be expecting nothing like that. I'm not going to do it. That doesn't take away from the fact that they've been playing very well. JJ Redick has been doing a good job with the team. LeBron and these guys are playing fantastic basketball, and it looks like these guys have figured out a way to mesh. But people are now in the season of I told you so season. I told you so. What about this? What about that? I told you so. Keep it $1. Keep it $2, $3. Keep it $1. What about you? Did you say that? Did you say that? What you said? Right? People have been in that season. And it seems like one of the people that has been in this season of the gotcha moment is Molly Qerim, right? So yesterday they were discussing the current state of affairs with the Los Angeles Lakers. Stephen A. Smith said he concedes the LeBron James the GOAT of longevity, and they were talking about where do you think the Lakers could end up this season in terms of their prospects, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So during this segment, I think it was Monica McNutt, Stephen A. Smith, Brian Windhorst, and Molly Qerim. As Stephen A. Smith is talking about the Lakers and what JJ Redick is doing, Molly Qerim jumps up. She jumps up and interjects and proceeds to try to essentially show him up on live TV on his own show by basically getting him with a gotcha moment. Like, you said this about JJ and LeBron and da-da-da, you crucified them. So what do you got to say for it? What do you got to say now? And let me tell y'all something. Stephen A. Smith was not going for it, and he absolutely shut her down. But before we even get into what he had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is we're going to play exactly what Stephen A. Smith had to say in response to Molly Qerim, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
First things first, Wendy, welcome to the party. We've been talking about the Lakers the last 2 weeks. We know what we've been seeing. You were the one that was a bit reluctant. We all were a bit reluctant to start off, but over the last 2 weeks, you were the one that decided to come to the party last.
I'm there.
You wanted to make the grand entrance, so here you are, okay? You wanted to make the grand entrance, so here you are, all right? The Los Angeles Lakers, if you remember, Molly, when I did my A-list, I had them as a top 3 team in the league.
Yeah.
Okay, this is over a week ago. We know what we're seeing. And to me, as much as we want to marvel at LeBron, as much as we want to praise Luke over the last 2 games, Eminem, I'm sorry, I'm doing the cold open. I forgot.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I forgot. My bad. My point is that when we're doing that, what did he say about J.J. Redick? Good Lord have mercy. You got to give our former colleague some love. He's a Coach of the Year candidate. I don't think he's ahead of Bernie Bickerstaff, but I think he's right there with Atkinson for the job that he's doing in L.A. right now. They are the number 1 defense over the last 7 weeks.
Should LeBron get some credit for that?
Defense?
No.
They all do.
Should LeBron get some credit for J.J. Redick? Because he got killed for, hey, we have a podcast together, and he just got the job, and it's essentially nepotism and this and that. And he has no coaching experience except his son.
Appreciate that.
And now,
appreciate
wait,
that.
I didn't finish my thought.
Oh, go ahead.
And I'm saying, and now we're praising him as potentially he's the Coach of the Year, and we were like raking LeBron through the coals for that.
Are you ready for this? I'd still rake him, because nobody complained about J.J. Redick being the coach. It was how it happened. You don't have a podcast with an aspiring head coach while your head coach is coaching you and rumors are swirling that his job is in jeopardy. That's low class. It doesn't change what I said about LeBron. It doesn't change what anybody said about LeBron as it pertains to how everything happened with J.J. Redick becoming the head coach.
He wasn't maybe right about
it has nothing
scouting J.J. Redick as a head coach?
I could be right, you could be right, somebody could be right, but how you do something matters. And how that happened was still wrong. I don't give a damn they win a championship. I'd still sit there if you asked me the same question and say, that was jacked up. You understand? Darvin Ham took them to the Western Conference Finals. And then the next year they lost in the first round. Both times was to Denver. We had speculated at that time that nobody but Denver could beat the Los Angeles Lakers. But yet this dude is an assistant coach. And he's out of a job as a head coach. And your star player, all right, was having a podcast about basketball with the guy that succeeded him. Come on now. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it ain't a damn mongoose. And I'm not blaming J.J. Redick one bit for that. I'm just saying it could have been handled better. Having said all of that, there is no doubt that J.J. Redick is a candidate for Coach of the Year.
So you heard what they had to say to one another. Let's first of all address Stephen A. Smith's points. He said just because they're playing well doesn't change the fact of how things went and how it was done. He didn't appreciate how it was done. He called it classless, right? Classless. Now, does the Lakers performing well today change how LeBron and J.J. Redick paired up together? Does it change those facts? Of course it doesn't. And I believe that was his point. She thought she was going to get him with, like, you said it's not going to work. He didn't say that. He said he thinks J.J. is going to do a good job. He's been saying that all season long, even when the season started. He said he didn't appreciate how they ended up working out that entire thing. He's always maintained that. But in the midst of him talking, he brought up a point that I had totally forgotten about, which was Darvin Ham in his first year with the Lakers coached them to the Western Conference Finals. I had totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. Totally. I totally forgot about that. And then it brought me back to think, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, JJ and these guys are doing a fantastic job. So this means that they should be on their way to the Western Conference Finals. Right? I mean, clearly JJ's a better coach than Darvin Ham. Clearly the Lakers are better with Luka Doncic. So I think it's safe that we can all take the leap of faith and say that the Lakers are going to the finals this year. I think we can all assume that, given the fact that JJ is better, and you guys coming up on the channel every single day hollering and screaming about it, given the fact that Luka is better than Anthony Davis, given the fact that some of y'all are saying that LeBron is playing better than he did in 2011 or whatever the year was, or what year was, that means the Lakers are going to the finals this year, right? If that's what you're saying, then we got to wait and see. We got to wait and see, because Darvin, for as useless as he was, according to you guys, he was still good enough to help coach them to the Western Conference Finals appearance. For as useless as an inept as he was last year, as you guys were saying, everybody was still saying that, hey, look, what is it? The only team we got to be afraid of is Denver. Wasn't Darvin Ham the coach there? Or unless you're saying he had no role. He did absolutely nothing. So we have that aspect of it. In terms of Molly trying to show up Stephen A. Smith, I don't understand why Molly does that. I don't understand why she tries to get these gotcha moments with Stephen A. Smith. I just don't get that. I don't get it. Why would you try to show up the host, the star of the show? Why would you try to show him up like that? And then this is not the first time she's done it. I don't know what the thing is with that. I don't know why she gets a kick out of doing that, to try to show him up and, you see, I got you. Haha, look at you. I got you. But Stephen A. Smith don't be letting it go. He don't be, and the person that definitely don't be letting Molly get away with is Shannon Sharp. Stephen A. Smith be letting Molly get away with some stuff. Shannon don't let her get away with nada. And Stephen A. Smith had to check her like, yo, pump the brakes. You're not making any kind of point right now. And I was like, okay, this would be something interesting to talk about. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about today's show and our analysis? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. We catch you on the next show and I'm out. Peace.